Starting with the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and the most merciful. Dear students, welcome to the Quick Learn Academy by Arusairam. In this video, we will discuss the chemistry class 11 objective type past papers from 2018 till 2023. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, वीडियो को स्टार्ट करने से पहले अगर अभी तक आपने चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया देन डू सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल विच इज़ क्विक लर्न अकेडमी by Arusairam and also press the bell icon so that you can get the latest updates on the go. Dear students, तो अब हम 2018 के फर्स्ट ग्रुप के ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चंस को देखते हैं। आपके केमिस्ट्री के एग्ज़ाम में 17 मार्क्स के टोटल जो हैं MCQs पूछे जाते हैं एंड द फर्स्ट MCQ फ्रॉम 2018 फर्स्ट ग्रुप पेपर इज़ विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग मॉलिक्यूल हैज़ ज़ीरो डायपोल मूवमेंट। कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस का ज़ीरो डायपोल मूवमेंट होता है, सो द ऑप्शन डी इज़ करेक्ट। सेकेंड इज़ NH3 शोज मैक्सिमम बॉइलिंग पॉइंट अमंग द हाइड्रेट्स ऑफ द फिफ्थ ग्रुप एलिमेंट ड्यू टू द NH3 हमेशा सबसे ज़्यादा बॉइलिंग पॉइंट हाइड्राइड्स ग्रुप में एग्जिबिट इसलिए करता है क्योंकि इसके अंदर नेगेटिव करेक्टर हाइड्रोजन का बहुत ज़्यादा होता है। सो द ऑप्शन सी इज़ करेक्ट विच इज़ एनहांस electronegative character of nitrogen. Third is approximate pH of the apple is, the pH of the apple is 3.1, option B is correct. 4 is 27 gram of aluminium will react completely with how much mass of O2 to produce Al2O3. It will react with 24 grams of oxygen to produce Al2O3, so the option D is correct. Fifth is the rate of the reaction is किसी भी रिएक्शन का रेट आहिस्ता आहिस्ता कम होता जाता है जैसे जैसे रिएक्शन प्रोसीड करता जाता है, सो द ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट विच इज डिक्रीजेस एज द रिएक्शन प्रोसीड्स। 6 is when 6d orbital is complete the entering electron goes to, जब 6d कंप्लीट हो जाता है तो उसके बाद 7p के अंदर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन के लिए एलिमेंट्स या इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जाना स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं, सो द ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट विच इज 7p। 7 MCQ is equal masses of methane and oxygen are mixed in an empty container at 25 degree. The fraction of the total pressure exerted by the oxygen is, it is 1/3, option A is correct. 8 is the number of moles of CO2 which contain 8 grams of oxygen. These are 0.25, option A is correct. 9 is if an endothermic reaction is allowed to take place very rapidly in an air, the temperature of the surrounding air it will decreases, option C is correct. 10 is an aqueous solution of ethanol in water may have vapor pressure more than that of the water, option B is correct. 11 is the number of bonds in nitrogen molecule is equal to the 1 sigma and 2 pi bonds, option B is correct. 12 is geometry of the diamond is, it is cubic, option B is correct. 13 is oxidation number of chromium in Cr2O3 it is +3, so the option C is correct. 14 is in the ground state of an atom the electrons are present in nearest to the nucleus, ग्राउंड स्टेट में इलेक्ट्रॉन न्यूक्लियस के सबसे करीब होते हैं बिकॉज दीज आर एक्चुअली इन द first shell, so the option C is correct which is nearest to the nucleus. 15 is the chromatography in which stationary phase is liquid is called, जिसमें stationary phase liquid होता है इसे कहा जाता है partition chromatography, option B is correct. 16 is the pH of the human blood is maintained at 6.35, option A is correct. 17 is ideal solutions obeys, they always obey the Rollett's law, so the option C is correct. Dear students, now we will discuss the 2018 group 2 paper which is the objective type, so the option first is and ionic solids are characterized by ionic solid हमेशा solubility in polar solvent के साथ characterize किए जाते हैं. Option D is correct. Second is, which of the following molecule has zero dipole moment? CH4 has the zero dipole moment. Option D is correct. Third is, molarity of pure water is, it is 55.5. Option B is correct. Next, fourth MCQ is, photochemical reactions are usually, these are usually of the zero order. Option A is correct. Next is, 1 mole of SO2 contain, it will always contain 6.0 to 10 raised to power 23 atoms of the sulfur. Option C is correct. Rainwater is slightly acidic due to the pollutants in the environment. Option A is correct. Next is, solvent extraction is an equilibrium process and is controlled by, it is controlled by the distribution law. Option B is correct. Next is, for the given process the heat changes at certain pressure, at constant pressure and constant volume are to each other. QP is greater than QV. Option C is correct. 9 is, stronger is the oxidizing agent, greater is the. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, इस MCQ के बारे में आपने कमेंट सेक्शन में बताना है कि विच विल बी इट्स करेक्ट ऑप्शन, आइदर द ऑक्सीडेशन potential or reduction potential or redox potential or EMF of the cell. 10 is, quantum number values of 2p orbitals are, these are n is equal to 2 and l equal to 1. Option A is correct. 11 is, number of isotopes of arsenic are, these are 1. Option A is correct. 12 is, Rutherford's atomic model of an atom failed because it did not account for the stability of the atom. Option C is correct. 13 is, boiling point of water at Mount Everest is, at the Mount Everest the boiling point of water will be changed and its value will become 69 degrees centigrade. Option A is correct. 14 is, bond energy of hydrogen molecule is, it's a 436 kilojoule per mole. 15 is, partial pressure of oxygen in air is 159 torr. Option D is correct. 16 is, an excess of the aqueous silver nitrate is added aqueous barium chloride and precipitate is removed by the filtration. What are the main ions in the filtrate? These will be, option B, silver, barium or NO3 negative. 17 is, the molar boiling point constant is the ratio of the elevation of boiling point due to the molarity. Option A is correct. Now we will discuss 2019 first group objective type questions. The first is, the order of effusion of the given gases are, NH3 effuses faster as compared to CO2 and CO2 will effuses faster as compared to SO2 and SO2 will effuses faster as compared to Cl2, so the option B is correct. Second is, the nature of the positive rays in cathode in discharge tube depend upon the nature of residual gas. Option C is correct. Third is, 18 gram glucose dissolved in 90 gram of water has relative following of vapor pressure equal to 1 over 51. Fourth is, the unit of rate constant is the same as that of the rate of the reaction having order 0. Option A is correct. Fifth is, the largest number of molecules is present in 3.6 grams of water. Option D is correct. 6 is, the amount of heat absorbed when 1 mole of gaseous atom are formed from the element is called enthalpy of atomization. Option D is correct. 7 MCQ is, solvent extraction is a separation technique used for the product which is volatile and thermally unstable. Option D is correct. Next is, for HF molecule is 1.90 D, mu absorbed is 1.90 D and mu ionic is 4.4 D. The percentage ionic character of HF molecule, it will be 43. 9 is the oxidation state of oxygen in OF2 is +2. Option D is correct. 10 is the solid which has no definite crystalline shape. It is glass. Option C is correct. 11 is 1 mole of SO2 contain. They will always contain 6.0 to 10 raised to power 23 molecules of SO2. It's again repeated. 12 is quantum number which are present in 2p orbitals are n equal to 2 and l equal to 1. Option A is correct. 13 is density of ice is minimum at 4 degree due to the empty spaces in the structure of ice. Option A is correct. 14 is nature of the bond in N2 molecule is 1 sigma and 2 pi bonds. Option A is correct. 15 is the deviation of a gas from ideal behavior maximum at -10 degree and 55 atm. 16 is for an equilibrium for which of the following reaction the unstable equilibrium constant is reciprocal of the concentration. It's option B. 17 is the salt dissolved in water from a solution of greater than 7 is Na2CO3. Option B is correct. Now we will discuss 2019 group 2 MCQs, and the first is the dipole moment of CO2 is 0D. Option D is correct. Second is hydrogen bonding is maximum in water. Hydrogen bonding is always maximum in water. Third is the pH of 10 raised to power minus 3 mole per decimeter cube of an aqueous solution of H2SO4 is 2.7. Option B is correct. The volume occupied by the 16 gram of CH4 at standard temperature and pressure is 22.4 1 4 decimeter cube. Option B is correct. Next is in zero order reaction the rate is independent of the concentration of reactant. Option B is correct. Next is the velocity of photon is it's independent of the wavelength. Option A is correct. The unit millibar is commonly used by the metrologist. Option A is correct. 8 MCQ is the largest number of molecules are present in. It's again repeated. These are always present in 3.6 gram of water from the given option. So the option is correct. 9 is the type type of hybridization in BeCl2 is its sp hybridization. Option C is correct. 10 is the molar boiling point constant is the ratio of the elevation in boiling point to the molality. Option B is correct. 11 is splitting of spectral lines when atoms are subjected to strong electrical field is called Stark effect. Option B is correct. 12 is the molar volume of CO2 is maximum at 127 degree and 1 atm. Option B is correct. 13 is the maximum state of Mn in KMnO4 is +7. Option A is correct. 14 is the molecules of CO2 in the dry ice form the molecular crystals. Option C is correct. 15 is which of the following compound is purified from the sublimation. It's a benzoic acid. Option A is correct. 16 is the term that is not state function. Its work is not a state function. Option C is correct. 17 is liquid which are practically immiscible are H2O and C6H6. Option A is correct. Dear students, now we will discuss 2021 Group 1 paper, and the first MCQ is according to VSEPR theory, the shape of the molecule is trigonal, trigonal pyramidal. Option A is correct. Second is when water freezes at 0 degree, its density decreases due to the empty spaces present in the structure of ice. Option B is correct. Third is an excess of the silver nitrate in aqueous solution form is added to the aqueous barium chloride and precipitate is removed by the filtration. Which are the two what are main ions in the filtrate? These are the option B. 4 is 1 gram, formula of NaCl is it's a 58.5 gram. Option A is correct. 5 is the unit of the rate constant is the same as that of the rate of the reaction in the zero order reaction. Option C is correct. 6 is Balmer series in hydrogen spectrum lies in the region of visible. Option B is correct. 7 is an absolute temperature of a gas is if the absolute temperature of the gas is doubled and the pressure is reduced to one half, the volume of the gas will be. Option B is correct, increases 4 times. 8 is many elements have fractional atomic masses. This is because atomic masses are average masses of the isotopes proportional to their relative abundance. Option D is correct. Third is in endothermic reaction, the heat constant of the product is more than that of the reactant. Option A is correct. 10 is a thermometer used in the Landsberger's method can be read up to 0.01 Kelvin. Option C is correct. 11 is which of the following species has unpaired electrons in antibonding molecular orbital n2 to negative. Option B is correct. Next is density of an ideal gas can be calculated by the formula D is equal to Pm over RT. Next is if a salt bridge is not used between the two half cells, then the voltage it will be reduced to the zero. Option D is correct. 15 MCQs. Which of the following compound do not a process of sublimation? डियर स्टूडेंट्स, इसके बारे में आपने बताना है कि इस गिवन एमसीक्यू का करेक्ट ऑप्शन क्या होगा. 16 इज इन द मोनोक्लिनिक क्रिस्टल सिस्टम बॉन्ड एक्सिस आर दीज थ्री are not equal. A is not equal to B, B is not equal to C. 17 is the pH of the mixture of CH3COO Na and CH3COOH has this mixture pH is less than the 7. Dear students, now we will discuss 2021 group 2 MCQ, and the first is which of the following is a pseudo solid. It's a glass is a pseudo solid, so the option B is correct. Second is the number of bonds in the nitrogen molecule is 1 sigma and 2 pi bonds. Third is the temperature of the neutral plasma. Natural plasma is about. It's option A. 4 is 18 gram of glucose dissolved in 90 gram of water. The lowering of vapor pressure is 1 over 51. Option C is correct. Fifth MCQ is 1 calorie equal to the 4.184 joule. Next is nickel has number of isotope. It has 5 number of isotope. pH of human blood is it's 7.35. Option A is correct. Next is Born angles alpha equal to gamma equal to 90 and beta is not equal to 90. X is for the crystal, ये crystal system monoclinic का होता है. Option C is correct. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, इसके आगे अब जो MCQs हैं आप उनको देख लें. ये आपकी स्क्रीन के ऊपर शो हो रहे हैं और आप इन MCQs को मेमोराइज कर लीजिए. दीज आर द MCQs ऑफ 2021 and these are 17 MCQs. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अब आप 2022 के ग्रुप 1 के मैं कुछ MCQs को रीड आउट कर लेती हूँ. बाकी को आप खुद ही पढ़ लीजिए और अपने पेपर के लिए इनको एक बार रिवाइज कर लीजिए. फर्स्ट इज़ द मोलर वॉल्यूम ऑफ CO2 इज़ मैक्सिमम एट 127 degree and 180 m. Option A is correct. Second is splitting of spectral lines when atoms are subjected to the strong electric field. These are the Stark effect. ऑप्शन बी इज़ करेक्ट. और डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आपको बाकी क्वेश्चन जो स्क्रीन के ऊपर 6 शो हो रहे हैं आप इनको देख लीजिए. इनमें काफ़ी MCQs रिपीटेड भी हैं जो आपने अगर प्रीवियस पास्ट पेपर्स को देखा देखा है तो उनके साथ ये काफ़ी ज़्यादा मैच हो रहे हैं। अब आगे भी देख लीजिए, जो आपकी स्क्रीन के ऊपर 7 till 13 शो हो रहे हैं, इनको देख लीजिए। लाइक विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज सीडो सॉलिड, इट्स रिपीटेड here, the option B will be correct, which is glass. And 8 is which of the following has a tetrahedral shape, CH4 has tetrahedral shape, ऑप्शन बी इज़ करेक्ट। और इसके साथ साथ आप नेक्स्ट पेज के ऊपर देखिए, विच डज नॉट अंडरगो सब्लिमेशन, मर्करी में सब्लिमेशन का प्रोसेस नहीं होता। लास्ट इज मोलैरिटी ऑफ द प्योर वाटर, इट्स आल्सो रिपीटेड MCQ। द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज सी विच इज़ 55.5। इसके साथ ये स्टूडेंट्स, अब आपको स्क्रीन पे दिखाई दे रहा है 2022 के ग्रुप 2 के MCQs, आप इनको भी देख लीजिए। इनमें जो हैं काफ़ी क्वेश्चंस जो हैं वो रिपीटेड हैं। लाइक आपको 4 वाला दिखाई दे रहा है, द नंबर ऑफ बॉन्ड्स इन नाइट्रोजन मॉलिक्यूल, नाइट्रोजन में 1 सिग्मा और 2 पाई बॉन्ड्स होते हैं, और क्वांटम नंबर वैल्यूज़ फॉर द 2p ऑर्बिटल्स, ये आपका 2018 वाले में भी आया था। n=2 और l=1 के इक्वल होता है। और इसके साथ साथ आप बाकी जो क्वेश्चंस हैं उनको भी देख लीजिए। Now on the moving on toward the next page, इसमें isotopes differ in properties which depend upon the mass. Option A is correct. Bohr's model of atom is contradicted by the, किसने contradict किया था? हाइसेनबर्ग्स अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल ने। और फिर से मोलैरिटी ऑफ प्योर वाटर वाला फिर से पूछा गया, इट्स अगेन रिपीटेड, एंड द बॉन्ड एंगल इन NH3 मॉलिक्यूल इज़ 107.5, ऑप्शन बी इज़ करेक्ट। और इसके साथ साथ डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आप लास्ट वाला देखिए, 17 इज क्रोमेटोग्राफी इन विच द स्टेशनरी फेज इज सॉलिड, इन सॉलिड इज क्लासिफाइड एज एब्जॉर्प्शन क्रोमेटोग्राफी, ऑप्शन सी इज़ करेक्ट। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अब हम आज का 2023 का लास्ट जो पेपर है इसके ग्रुप फर्स्ट को देखते हैं। इसमें जो फर्स्ट है ये अब आपके प्रीवियस पेपर से आया, लाइक आइसोटोप्स डिफर इन प्रॉपर्टीज विच डिपेंड अपॉन द मैथ, differ in chemical properties, option C is correct. Second is mass in grams of 2.74 moles of KMnO4 are 432.92 grams. The partial pressure of oxygen in air is 159 torr. Which of the following has hydrogen bonding? NH3 has hydrogen bonding। और अगर गिवन ऑप्शन में पूछा जाए और उसमें वाटर का ऑप्शन हो तो आप लास्ट वन वाटर वाले को सर्कल कीजिए, मार्क कीजिए, क्योंकि वाटर में मैक्सिमम हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग होती है। इसके साथ साथ डियर स्टूडेंट्स बाकी क्वेश्चंस को देख लें। आयनिक सॉलिड्स आर करेक्टराइज्ड बाय द solubility in polar solvent. Which of the following halides has the highest percentage of ionic character? HF has कैलोरी इज इक्वल टू, कैलोरी जो है 4.184 जाउल के इक्वल होता है, सो द ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट। इसके साथ डियर स्टूडेंट्स आप देख लें फर्स्ट 14 से लेके 17 तक, इनमें जो 17 वाला है ये भी रिपीटेड है, लाइक द यूनिट ऑफ रेट कांस्टेंट इज द सेम एज दैट ऑफ द रिएक्शन, इस ज़ीरो ऑर्डर रिएक्शन। और बाकी MCQs को देख लें। इसके साथ साथ डियर स्टूडेंट्स आज के 2023 के ग्रुप 2 के MCQs को देख लेते हैं। इसमें जो फर्स्ट वाला है, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज़ अ सीडो सॉलिड glass, option B is correct. Second is the number of bonds in the nitrogen molecule are 1 sigma and 2 pi bond. Third is the molarity of pure water 55.5. Four is photochemical reactions are, these are always zero order reaction, option A is correct. Fifth is the largest number of molecules are present in 3.6 grams of water, option A is correct. Six is the pH of 10 raised to power minus 3 mole per decimeter cube of an aqueous solution H2SO4 is 2.7. Option B is correct. 7 is the comparative rate at which the solute move in the paper chromatography depend upon the RF values of the solutes. Option B is correct. Next MCQ is the value, the quantity of the heat required to change the temperature of a body by 1 Kelvin is heat capacity. Next is electroplating is done by one of the following methods. It's always done by the hydrolysis. option B is correct. Next is all gases can be liquefied by the Linz method except helium, option D is correct. 11 MCQ is the number of moles in CO2 contain 8 grams of oxygen, 0.25. 12 is when 6d orbital is complete, the entering electron goes to the 7p. The existence of an element in more than one crystalline form is known as, इसे allotropy कहा जाता है. Next is for the given process the heat changes at constant pressure QP and QE are related to each other as जो constant pressure है वो greater होता है constant volume से, so the option C is correct. Next is the molar volume of CO2 is maximum at 127 degree and 180 m, option B is correct. And 16 MCQ is purification of NaCl by passing HCl gas is an example of common ion effect, option D is correct. 17 is if the salt bridge is not used between the two half cells then the voltage drops to zero. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आज हमने 2018 से लेके 2022 3 तक के सारे एमसीक्यूज़ को डिस्कस कर लिया है और इन सारे एमसीक्यूज़ को स्टडी करने के बाद हमने ये कंक्लूड किया कि जो लास्ट वाला पेपर है इसमें काफ़ी ज़्यादा जो एमसीक्यूज़ हैं, आलमोस्ट 9 to 10 MCQs these are repeated. तो अगर आप इन सारे पास्ट पेपर्स के MCQs को बहुत अच्छे से कर लेंगे तो इंशाल्लाह आपके आने वाले पेपर में हो सकता है कि काफ़ी ज़्यादा इसमें से रिपीट हो और यही आपके एक तरह से MCQs की तैयारी के लिए, जो कि आपके 17 मार्क्स के MCQs आने हैं, उसकी तैयारी के लिए एक तरह का ये गेस भी है. तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, ये जो वीडियो मैंने बनाई है ये आपकी तैयारी का पार्ट 1 है ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप का. इंशाल्लाह इन द पार्ट 2 आई डिस्कस द चैप्टर वाइज मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट MCQs फ्रॉम द फुल बुक, और वो बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं होंगे बल्कि चंद ही MCQs होंगे. आप अपने ऑब्जेक्टिव की तैयारी बहुत अच्छी करने के लिए इन दोनों वीडियोस को थ्रू आउट देखें और अपने एग्ज़ाम की बहुत अच्छी सी तैयारी कीजिए. विश यू बेस्ट ऑफ लक for your exam, and also stay connected and stay tuned and remember me in your precious prayer, and thank you so much for listening.